I'm Doc.
And I'm Original J. Together, we're Lucky Boy Beard Company.
Buckle up. We're doing beard stuff.
We are definitely tech semi-literate.
You remember when
Original Jay, good to see you, brother.
You remember when we told these people in the beginning this is not going to be overly edited? Well, we're starting already lit because this is not take one.
Because we forgot to do what?
I forgot to turn the microphone on.
Listen, we're both in this
There was
together.
nothing to listen to.
We're both in this together. I should have said, hey, check, make sure the microphone is on. But anyway, it's good to see you once again in the secret undisclosed location, 27 feet below a used car dealership.
Man, I'd rather have the IRS office up there.
I know, right?
Or the brothel.
Or the brothel, or the rub and tug.
At this rate, it's going to be an insurance agent soon. Or a politician.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck me.
Come on. All right, we're relocating the secret undisclosed location.
It's gotta go.
If
We
a
gotta-
politician of any bent sets up above us, we just don't even want to be that close to a
If
politician.
there's any letter and then TC after it,
Yeah,
we're gone.
we're gone.
We're gone.
Or we'll cause them to go.
Oh, we could do that. That might be
I
fun.
prefer that. I prefer that method.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm smoking in El Popo, San Andreas, which is alludes to the rapper. I'm finding it really great. I told before we had the mic on, I told a really great story, which I'm not going to tell again. Should I tell it again?
Fuck it. We're past that.
We're
point.
past that point.
Yeah.
That's water under the bridge, as Bob Dylan said. There's a lot of water under the bridge, a lot of other things too.
Yeah. 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 That's unfortunate, but that is a great cigar. That is my favorite El Popo is the San Andreas box press. That's a fabulous smoke.
So, yeah, it's the right gauge for me. I love the box press. The flavor's good. This wrapper is something I'm now on the lookout for because, and I think you had told me, what was the other cigar you were saying that that uses this?
So I think your first known introduction to San Andreas wrappers was when we brought the Rocky Patel Flor de San Andreas in about a month ago.
That's right.
Which comes in a white and a black.
Yep.
I think we had the black that day. Those are made with San Andreas, hence the name, wrappers. And to me, they're wonderful. I enjoy. I haven't had any cigar that had a San Andreas wrapper that's been bad.
Now, I love Connecticut wrappers, right? The Connecticut leaf wrappers. I love those. They're great. Plus, you know, it's our home state. So there's not a lot to love about Connecticut except for great twisties and riding, 2 or 3 decent people. That's really about it. But
So I'm either a half or a third of that.
of the great people,
If there's only 2 or 3, I mean, you got half or a third sitting right here.
well, I didn't include myself among the count.
So we're it.
We could be,
We're
well,
it.
well, you know, there's a few, we each have some friends and family that we apply to that. But let's say there's a handful. Most of the state can't drive. Every state has a name.
Right.
Like,
We make fun of massholes and New
Right.
Jersey people, but we only do that to deflect from how bad Connecticut drivers really fucking suck.
yeah, there's a name for Connecticut people too, but I don't know. if
Connecticutans.
that's- Okay.
That's the one I use.
That's the line crossed. I was gonna say, I don't know if we want to use that one, but it's just another word. If we were in Ireland, I'd be calling you a cunt because you're my mate.
They use cunt like a term of endearment almost over
That's
there.
right. That's right. Well, it's a versatile word.
It is very
Here,
versatile.
people get kind of pissy about it.
I read an interesting story about the word cunt and its origin. And I'm gonna,
A second ago, I was worried about saying the word cunt on our YouTube video. Now we're going to discourse on the, okay, go ahead.
so I don't remember it word for word, but I'm gonna paraphrase here. The various words for the female sexual genitalia that have existed over the years. My understanding from this article was that they're all derivatives of another word, whereas cunt is the only word that originated with the intent of a name for the female genitalia. So women today, generally speaking, get offended, especially in this country, by the word cunt. But in reality, I would think it should be embraced because it's their word, right? It's the only word that intended to be a name for that. Whereas everything else is a derivative of another word. So it's theirs, it's yours. Own it, hold it, embrace it. That's my thought. And I could have pulled that straight out of my ass, but there is a basis to my knowledge, and that was from a story I read, or an article I read about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Good thing we're not a monetized channel. Because if we were, I think that would probably put us over the edge. But listen, nah, I'm not going to go there. What did you bring for whiskey? I brought a beer today.
Are we skipping right over this?
Oh, we didn't get to talk about your stuff.
You had to go talk all about cunts and El Pulpos.
Yeah.
Well, I talked about cunts and you talked about El Pulpos.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what do you got now?
Quick and easy. Alec Bradley, Superstition. I don't know anything about the filler binder or the wrapper. It's just a good everyday. I've enjoyed smoking these. So yeah, Alec Bradley, Superstition. Good, cheap, everyday smoke.
Nice.
Consistent. You'd like it. It'd be right in your
Oh,
wheelhouse.
yeah. I'm going to put it on that top 10 list.
Yeah, that 50-something deep top 10.
That's right.
Yeah. So, to your question, before you try to skip over my smoke of the day, we have two different things today, which is not common. But I had something I wanted to drink today, and you had something you wanted to drink today.
Yeah.
So, I'll start since you presented it in my direction. This is called Bower Hill.
In the business, we call that the handoff. It's like, what do we know about this? What do we know about this business?
I don't know shit. We just click record and start bullshitting. That's all there is.
Yeah.
So this is called Bower Hill. It is bourbon that I found, and I don't remember where I was. I believe I was in Kentucky, on the eastern part of the state, and for some reason my wife and I ended up in a store. It wasn't the distillery, it was a store, and it was good, so I bought it. It was years ago. I don't remember too many details, but I obviously enjoyed it enough at the time of tasting samples that I bought a bottle of it. So that's what I have today. Bower Hill.
It sure is a pretty bottle.
It's a pretty bottle. Bower Hill Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Barrel Reserve, 86 proof. So that's what I'm on today. And I know you brought your own today, but I brought two glasses out because I assumed you wanted to try it also.
Yeah, just a little splash. I definitely want to taste it.
I'll give you one finger.
Okay. Which finger?
Never mind.
That's the question.
Never mind. I'll take two fingers. I'm experienced. That did not come out
We
right.
are definitely not getting.
That did not come out right.
Hopefully, YouTube will play this. Well, innuendo. Here's the innuendo. Slanchava.
Slanchava.
Oh, nice. A little bit of a honey kind of like top on that, right? Am I getting that?
Yeah, there's a sweetness in the aroma.
That's outstanding.
It's got like a toasted malt kind of flavor to it.
Yeah.
Different than a typical bourbon.
It is different than a typical bourbon.
But there is a sweetness. Not like a SoCo sweetness, but there's a sweetness in it.
It's good. I'll place it as good as your stuff.
Ooh, yeah. My stuff is good. I might have to let you... Never mind. We'll touch that topic later.
Okay.
That's good. Now I remember why I bought it, because it's friggin' good.
We should brand some Lucky Boy bourbon.
I want Lucky Boy cigars.
Oh, yeah.
I really want Lucky
Listen.
Boy cigars.
Global domination, that's what we're after. Global domination in every market.
I'm out. Well, while I relate, I got him. Why don't you tell me what you're drinking?
So
And thanks for only bringing one can, by the way. I
it
mean,
was my last can, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Well, you'll do the bourbon, I'll do this. We can get you a taste though, for sure. So this is Laboratory Waves by Equilibrium. It's a small brewery in Middletown, New York.
the label's cool. It's got like a microscope.
Yeah, it's a little funky. They do pretty cool graphics. You know, how much does the beer graphic world inspire us for our own art stuff and label stuff? I think probably a lot. This is a Triple India Pale Ale. I can't drink more than one of these because it's like a 10% ABV.
So I'm on the fence with IPAs.
This is what happens. You start drinking these and you go deep into the IPA, and then it's hard to drink other things unless you're a real, craft brew snob, and then you're drinking cherry sours and stuff like that.
I can't do sours at all.
I do not love a sour. Props to the guys that do. I do not put fruit in any beer I drink. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is our Lucky Boy pint glass.
That is a beautiful glass. Oh, just looking at the color and opacity of it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not for me. I can tell that's not for me. It looks like a glass of orange juice. So
it's unfiltered.
Yeah.
Thus the cloudiness.
Yep.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't love this. It's a little.
So here's my problem.
Oh, it's very citrusy.
Yeah, not for me. So my wife and I used to drink a lot
It is
of
for me
IPAs.
though, and the problem is that I can drink these like they're singles and they're triples.
Yeah.
That is good. That is so tasty.
I remember when IPAs were what is today called the West Coast IPA. Very dry, very hoppy. It might have had a little sweetness to it, like Road to Ruin, Two Roads, Road to Ruin, which I think is a great IPA.
It's a great IPA.
It has almost maybe a watermelon something essence to it, but those old school IPAs were dry and hoppy, and I liked them hoppy. But today, you now have New England IPAs and West Coast IPAs. Now there's a distinguishing difference between the two. And almost everything we find up here is New England IPA, which in my experience tends to be sweet and citrusy. And I just don't like that.
Well, some of them are citrusy. Not all of them are. There's a bunch of different. Here's an interesting little factoid. Before Prohibition, all of the big brewing companies, their beer was much different. Like Anheuser-Busch and like those big companies, their beer formulas were way different than they are now. After Prohibition, then the war effort, a lot of the distilleries were turned over to producing elements that were necessary for the war effort. And when they came back online, they wanted to capture a bigger audience. Women really didn't drink beer. Men drank beer. So they reformulated to make beers that were more palatable to everybody. So for me, a Budweiser's like a light beer, you know. But the reason that we're drinking that beer now is because those companies wanted the ladies to drink the beer too. Miller High Life, the champagne of beer, right? Their whole tagline was to capture the female audience. Now,
You double your customer base by doing
you
that.
double your customer base. This is why Lucky Boy,
So we should promote to women with beards.
this is why Lucky Boy is actively seeking formulations to slip in everyday use products, maybe the water, that causes women to grow beards because we would double our audience. We have the labs working on that even as we speak.
I think the city water is bad enough in every town. We don't need to manipulate the water supply. And Homeland Security, that was a fucking joke.
Jesus Christ, thank God they'd never find us here in the secret undisclosed location.
Or do they even listen to us? Anyways.
So,
So yeah, you enjoy that, because yeah, that looks like a glass of Tang. That's the color and consistency of Tang.
But look how good our label looks,
Well, the label looks great regardless.
it does.
Yeah, yeah.
oh, I really want to talk about the next thing we're putting out, but it's a minute too early to talk about it.
Yeah, we need another week or so.
We need another week or so. And we are so excited about our new product line that's coming out. It's not a beard oil, but it's an important part of your daily life. So,
And it's a unisex product.
Yeah.
That is not actually unisex, because the word unisex is completely misused in the English language. The implication is one, right? You root the word out,
One
and
product.
unisex means one sex.
Right, but one product, both sexes, it means it's not sex specific.
Right, but the term today is generally implied a unisex bathroom, right? A unisex bathroom is what? A bathroom that either gender can use.
That's right, and this product is also unisex because either gender can use it.
Either janitor?
either gender.
Janitor?
The janitor can use it as well, I don't care.
And so we've just kind of tickled it a little bit here, but we've also said that this is the second time this week. It's the second time this week because on Monday, we were on the Bearded Business Podcast as guests
That's right.
on the
What a great bunch of guys.
on the
those
Bearded
guys are.
Family Network. Oh, Ron, Old Red, and Stash.
And Stash.
Andrew, yep, two great guys, great show, a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for having us on. We had an absolute blast. It was a good time.
By the way, fuck the wizard.
Hashtag fuck the wizard. Mike, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. You're a great character.
So what was great about that show? Because we were on it, well, maybe. But what was really great about it was we were engaging with, because there was a before they started, so as they ran the show, it was us separate from them. We
We
had
had them, but before it went live.
Right, we had our own segment, but before and after, we kind of all got together and talked. And we talked a lot about the upcoming beard competitions that we're going to.
Yep.
And we talked about the beard clubs that put these competitions on and why they do it. It's not just to show off their beards. The beard community at that level are really philanthropic. So they're using the revenue sources for these events to fund charities, sometimes for specific people, sometimes for large charity organizations. What a beautiful and inspiring group of people the beard community can be.
It's amazing, and I've had so much fun getting involved in this last year with the people in the beard club and beard competition world. This one coming up will be our first one that we're involved in directly. We've sent some prize packages to some others. But
We are officially a co-sponsor.
we are officially a co-sponsor of the Appalachian Bearded Feud, run by Chris Hall. And Chris was a guest on Monday also.
Yep.
Chris was promoting a different event than, I'm going to try to say this right, the National
Right.
Online Beard Competition. So the Appalachian Bearded Feud, all the proceeds benefit, and I'm not going to get this right, and I don't want to look it up, but look it up yourself, please, because you'll appreciate it. Military working dogs, and supporting and benefiting military working dog, an organization. But the National, National, is another online event he's doing coming up soon. It'll actually happen prior to the Appalachian Bearded Feud, which is an in-person live event, that is benefiting somebody who is deserving of the support that they're getting.
Somebody involved in the beard community for
Yeah.
a long time and in these events for a long time,
Yep.
who is now battling cancer.
I believe so, yes, yep.
So,
I don't want to say too many details because I may not get it right and I don't want to mess it up. So please look it up yourself. It's a great, it's NAT in parentheses, NAT, National Beard Competition.
And-
Great opportunity online to get involved with the beard community and help somebody who's truly deserving of the help.
and one of the ways you can find out more about that is to go to the Bearded Business YouTube channel.
Yep.
And just look at that episode, all the details.
It's episode 51.
Episode
It
51.
aired Monday night. I don't remember what the date was. What's today? Sunday. I can't do that math in my head.
Yeah. So,
7 days ago.
7
From
days
the
ago.
recording of this, not from the release of this.
Right.
11th? Let me
Yeah,
look it up. Let's be accurate.
While
here.
you're looking that up, I will say this, I do not believe I have a competition beard, but I am gonna sign up for that online competition just because I want to put my entry fee
Yes.
into that,
Yep.
into that. And so, such as it is, I love my beard. I think these guys that do beard competitions are next level beardsmen, and cool, but you know, we know where we are. We wear beards and we try to keep them looking good, but that's not our main focus in life. We guys,
Monday the 12th. Monday, February 12th. And
of
it's,
course, you're only one day off.
I was close, yeah. It was the Bearded Business Podcast, episode 51, and it is on the Bearded Family Network. You can find them on YouTube.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that online one's great. I've already reached out to Chris, asking how we can help and support. And the one we're really looking
gonna
forward
enter?
to, I probably will. Sure, why not? I don't care if I win or lose. It's not about winning and losing. It's about promoting and perpetuating the charity and the giving and the support within the community. And it's not about winning and losing. It's about doing good shit.
Hashtag doing good shit.
You're welcome, Ron.
Doing good shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I already reached out, like I said, to Chris, how we can help and how we can support
Yeah.
and how we can participate.
Yeah, and we're constantly putting together prize packages for the different online groups who are running whatever, not raffles, but like chances to win products.
Category prizes or whatever, yeah.
Exactly, because we want to support that community. We send a lot of product to micro influencers, I think is the right word for that. To try a product. It's good for us because it gets it out there, and also they don't have to buy out of pocket in order to review beard products. And so a lot of people think, well, you're giving them, you're paying them, or you're giving them products, so they're going to give you a good review. We've had reviews where
I want feedback.
that's right. That's what, yeah.
Yeah.
And the best ones are the ones where the reviewer says, I love this, and there's this. Or this is for this specific kind of person. For instance, we're a medium weight oil. That's intentional. I believe a medium weight oil is a better choice for absorption, and it's designed to still have plenty of weight in beard to get what you're looking for there. But the focus for the design of our oils is absorption, ready absorption into skin and hair. And so that's why we're there with that. But
And being non-comedogenic and non-pore clogging.
exactly.
Yep.
And so we're better than a heavyweight for people that have issues like that. We're a slot in a spectrum, and different people like different things. Who knows, maybe we'll advance at some point in the future and we'll come out with a heavyweight beard line. We're certainly capable of doing that. We're medium and crystal clear because that's what we wanted to produce.
Right.
One of the reasons we don't use grapeseed oil. One of several reasons, but that's one of them.
So, yeah, I think that, again, I don't think that I'm a beard competition level beer. I'm just a guy with a beard, but I do want to support them. And so I want to say to our 26 viewers,
Which is me 20 times and
on a-
you and 5 other people.
on a good week, if you got a beard, why else would you be here? Well, maybe for the sticks and the whiskey, but if you have a beard, go to that, and we're going to link. We'll link that video or that event in
The show notes.
in
Yeah,
the show
everything
notes.
we're discussing, I'll link in the show notes. Yep.
Man, just jump on this. You don't have to go there. It's online. I'm not sure what the mechanics of that are, but it'll be easy. They'll make it easy.
As
And
the time of airing of this, entries won't be open yet, but you could still follow the event page.
Right.
And follow the details as they come about.
show off your beard. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Most people that enter will lose. That's okay.
That's
The point
statistics.
is the opportunity to support a charity.
And to be part of the community.
And so this isn't a tangent, it's a radiant, so a tangent just goes off in a direction unintended. A radiant eventually comes back to the starting point, and the starting point is
Can't wait.
The beard community is very philanthropic. It's very supportive of causes. I love the support of military dogs, and I believe that an element of that is what happens when the war's over. The tragedy of that is a lot of those dogs don't get to be homed. In fact, I've read stories of soldiers who are operating these dogs in a theater of war who had to fight to be able to bring that dog that's basically saved their lives and the lives of their brothers and sisters multiple times, had to fight to be able to retire that dog as an adopted dog in their family. There's a couple of reasons for that. These are war dogs, man. And
They're soldiers.
They're soldiers.
These dogs are soldiers in and amongst themselves.
Right, and when your dog is trained for that level of operation, does it make a good pet? It probably doesn't make a good pet for an inexperienced dog owner, right? But it certainly would make a good pet for the guy who had been operating that dog in that environment. So I would say, that struggle needs to be addressed in better ways. Just so many heartbreaking stories of soldiers who were fighting to try to get possession of the dog that they lived and fought with in theaters of war. So, yeah, that's what I have to say. That's we're back to the beard groups are good because they do good work, they do good shit.
So to Tangent or Radiant, whichever it may be, on Monday night, Ron made it a point, Olred, made it a point to thank us for what we do and to thank us for the support to these groups and the support to these clubs and the support to these competitions. I don't feel we deserve the thanks
I agree.
because the ability for us to support these organizations and these competitions and these clubs is only due to the customers we have, you guys out there that watch us and are customers of ours, that allow us to in turn that support back to the community again.
So speaking to that, we've talked about this offline, but we're only a year old. We're a year old this month.
This month, yeah.
And we are,
It's our Biziversity.
as
Staff said, yeah,
Staff
yes.
said, our Biziversity.
Copyright 2024 Ricky Bobby / Stash Industries.
So, you and I are both very interested in supporting charities. You do work outside of here, I do work outside of here. And we really want to get to a place where Lucky Boy not only continues to support the communities, and that's where the thanks goes, to your point. Without expectation of a return. So we're talking about this right now, not because we want you to buy our product because we're good guys. We're talking about this because as we grow in a company, we become more able
to support things like this.
Mhm.
And then soon, my hope is that soon we'll be doing direct support. And maybe that comes in the form of a percentage of our sales goes to veterans groups. I don't know. The veterans groups are a big focus for me.
As a veteran, and thank you for your service.
You know, my father fought in World War II in Okinawa. He ended his war tour in Okinawa. My brother fought in Vietnam. My cousin fought in the Battle of Fallujah. I served during the Cold War. So basically I steamed around, you know, standing up against the Russians, essentially. So
But-
I didn't really,
but the
I don't really
sound
feel like.
But the sound is you're minimizing that.
Yeah, because
That's not your choice. That is by virtue of your age, when you were born and when you served.
that's true.
It's not like you said, hey, I'm going to join now because there's not much going on. You didn't say, I'm going to join now because there's less risk now. You joined, you volunteered, you were willing to sacrifice time and life, regardless of what the events were, because it was your age, it was your time to do it.
Right.
You did it with the same expectation that something can happen at any point in time.
Right.
So I've met multiple veterans who have, and I don't want to use the term diminished their service or spoke less about their service than somebody else, because the intention and the willingness was there regardless of what the political or war climate was around the world.
That's true.
The willingness to sacrifice is the same at any point in time.
Yeah,
So as a friend, please don't diminish that.
I appreciate that. And I'll say the same has been said to me by my cousin who fought in the Battle of Fallujah. And I appreciate that from everybody. And I'll try to be, it's hard for me because, you know, family members have sacrificed, they were in the shit, you know, so like I want all glory and praise to go to those men and women, because, you know, but yeah, okay, I'm not trying to be artificially humble, but we'll finish that conversation. But yeah, so here's to the servicemen and women,
All servicemen and women.
at home and abroad, for their service and their willingness to put life on the line.
And their dogs.
And their dogs to protect our freedoms. Sancha. What else are we talking about today?
Well, that probably covers it, I guess, short of the next event that's coming up. We
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about the Nat-Chinol.
Right?
That's not a hitch in my voice. The Nat-Chinol event that Chris is doing.
Yeah.
But the in-person one, which is the
So excited about this.
Appalachian Bearded Feud, I think it's June 1st in West Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this because although we have participated in beard competitions that we have started, at Rat's Nest last year, we did the beard competition after the Pinup Grow contest, which was off the cuff. We just made it happen, and it was
That's right.
an absolute stunning success.
This year is going to be better.
Oh, I
We're
can't
gonna-
wait.
We're going to learn how to organize beard competitions.
Yep.
And we're going to go full bore.
Yep. And then the one at Doc's Open House, that was a great event.
Yep.
But this is the first event that we're going to be at that is solely a beard competition.
Yes.
With multiple categories, well-known judges. We spoke with Taxi Phil
Yep.
on Monday on that podcast that we were on. Taxi Phil will be the MC at the event. But not only are we a co-sponsor for the event, we're going to be there in person. We will be there to be able to meet, and I can't wait to meet so many of these great people that we've interacted with on Facebook and other social media platforms for the last year. To be able to put names and faces together in person, that's going to be the biggest thrill for me at West Virginia, is to be able to actually shake hands and be there with these people in person. I'm looking forward to that.
Well,
I mean, that's our happy place, right, is events.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that when we started this. I went to events and took my kids to events and did things like that. We met at an event, you know, how many years ago, 2 or 3 years ago?
Not a beard event, a motorcycle
A
event.
motorcycle event.
Yep.
And I love those things. Showing up as a pop-up or a vendor and getting involved is like next level. And, you know, I'll go back to the Rat's Nest Run-In up in the Catskills. Man, that was just fun. I mean, we were operating for, you know, practically 24/7 for 3 days, and it felt like we were just at the event.
We were part of it. But here's the difference to me. So we went to Rat's Nest, only a couple of months old as a business, and we had to interact with potential customers and help them become customers and show them the value of our product and what it can do for them. But in this case, we're going to be interacting with people who are already been our customers, who we haven't met yet. And we're going to be interacting with other people in the beard community, both other manufacturers and influencers within the beard community that we've interacted with.
Exactly.
So, yes, there's a parallel, but it's different. It's different because we're not here to sell you.
Yeah,
We're here to be part of something that already exists.
exactly.
Yeah.
But to my point is when I started Lucky Boy and when you came on and brought all the amazing value you bring to the company, props to you. When, you know, and everybody says friends shouldn't be in business.
Hang on, my shoulder's sore from. Never mind.
Let me get that for you. I didn't think about the funnest part of it was going to be doing stuff like this. And it literally is the funnest part of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, Lucky Boy is a lifestyle brand. We're not looking to be a billion-dollar company. We built a company around products that we wanted for us. And we are showing up in the places where people like us show up and do fun things. And there's always good music. There's always, you know, good cigars. There's always good whiskey and good beer. And man, that's just a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah.
So that's for me, the funnest part of this whole operation.
Yeah. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
So hopefully, if you are one of the 26 people that have watched this worldwide,
Or
and you-
5 plus me 20 and you 1.
and you show up to this, we'll be there, so we'll know
We
we're
will be
there. You show up to this event, come by and say hi, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, come by and say hi. We'll have product to try, and it'll be good.
We might have a special giveaway.
Oh.
A special product that we don't currently sell that we're going to be giving away at the show.
I like that.
There's something fun coming.
Something fun coming.
Something fun coming.
You've been working on that. That's been your baby.
Yeah.
You've been working on it. I like it.
It's customer
gonna be good.
support. It's not just, I want to sell you a product. It's, I want you to be part of the Lucky Boy family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's good.
It is good. Nice. All right, so we hope to see you guys there. Check out the national online beard competition. Enter, man.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you're competition ready beard, you're doing something good and being involved in the community. We really support that and we hope you do too. All
Good
right,
job, brother.
Slanchava.
Slanchava. Hashtag do good shit. And Mike Weisman, hashtag fuck the wizard.
Fuck the wizard.
Thank you all for watching.